everybody, and welcome to TK's Mugen Saturday Slamfest, episode 83, for September 2nd, 2017. Opening up this wondrous weekend and month is, well, DC's Wonder Woman. I hope she spit-shined that golden lasso of hers, because that noose will need to be as tight as possible around Lucida's throat. The Femme Fire Emblem Fatale nearly made rubble out of Rob, so that's a warning sign to space accordingly to avoid that fatal blade of hers. Who will survive this blistering battle? Random stage, let us know. Hope you all enjoy. I can't wait to see who prevails in this encounter. Wonder Woman's lasso versus Lucida's blade. Let's get it the F on. Wonder Woman versus Lucida on Nayuki stage. Yes, Nayuki from Canon. Anyways, let's see who prevails in this encounter. Engage, here we go. Alright, Wonder Woman leaps into the air, goes for a dive kick, catching Lucida there. Lucida kind of standing around, now blocks that lasso, counter attacks with a double sword string. Now goes for a nice rapid arrow, hits Wonder Woman good. See, Wonder Woman missed the lasso uppercut. Lucida punishes her with the aerial sword string, blocks that lasso grab. Now she counters her with a big sword string from the air. Now Lucida leaping away from Wonder Woman, trying to dodge that grab. See, Wonder Woman missed that lasso uppercut, blocks that lasso grab attempt. Now Wonder Woman going for the energy stars, catches Lucida through her defensive bat. Does some decent damage. Oh, Lucida ends up gutting her through the chest. Now it's aerial sword string following that bow and arrow shot. Wonder Woman whiffs that lasso uppercut. Now gets a nice super fist, grazing Lucida, who breaks away, misses that. Wonder Woman missed her energy stop. Now Lucida countering her with that sword spin. You see Wonder Woman with the dive kick, tries for a nice diving fist. Oh, gets the lasso grab on Lucida as she hits the ground. Now gets her with the sweep kicks. Now Wonder Woman going for the energy stars, catching Lucida through her defense, barely taking her out here. Well, Lucida really pushed Wonder Woman to the limit, but she manages to secure round 1 safely. Now can Lucida cut and slash her way back into round 2 and force it to a 3? Let's see, oh, gets caught by that dive kick. Lucida kind of standing there. He gets caught by a dive kick. Oh, ends up dodging that lasso drill, but gets caught by the lasso uppercut. Now Lucida blocking that. Oh, man, gets deflected by the light screen. Wonder Woman with the lasso grab slam. Lucida getting pounded back to the corner. Man, it's stopped. Now Lucida gets in. Manages to find a nice sword string and blast Wonder Woman with the arrow. Now Lucida ends up goring Wonder Woman with that sword stab into that aerial string. Now Lucida bringing it back on Wonder Woman, who ends up getting a lasso uppercut. Lucida flung high into the air. Oh, ends up whiffing her aerial there. Now gets deflected by the light screen, gets caught by that dive kick, and misses dashing fist. Now Lucida pounds her with the aerial, following that bow and arrow shot. Lucida leaps out of the corner, gets grazed by Wonder Woman's aerial. Now Lucida punishing her with that sword string. Now Wonder Woman, oh, missed that special, and the lasso grab. That could be costly for round 2 here. Oh, Lucida missed her sword uppercut. Wonder Woman punishes her with the lasso grab slam. Oh, Lucida missing her aerial, turns around, butchers Wonder Woman with the sword strike, and Wonder Woman missed her aerial, and Lucida missed the sword spin. Oh, now tries to cut through Wonder Woman's light screen, catch her with that sword strike. Sheesh! And Lucida brings it back barely in round 2. And we are going into a round 3, our first of M83. Wonder Woman with the dive kick. Lucida kind of standing there. She better get her sword going. Now Wonder Woman gets her gold armor on, gets the axe slam following a sword rush. Now Lucida counterattacking with the aerial, following the bow and arrow shot. Now Wonder Woman going for a lasso grab here. Oh man, Lucida dodged that one. Now Wonder Woman going for a second. Lucida dodges that one as well, but gets caught by the regular grab slam. Ends up cutting Wonder Woman through the chest. Now it's aerial sword strike, but Wonder Woman quickly grab counters her and throws her away. Let's see, now lasso grab slam to Lucida there. Now Lucida gores Wonder Woman through the chest, gets an aerial sword strike following that bow and arrow shot. Now Lucida blocking the arrow, blocking the lasso grab there. Now Wonder Woman going for the super sword combo, following that axe slam to Lucida, does some big damage. Now Lucida getting at Wonder Woman's grill, gets a big aerial sword strike. Wonder Woman missing that lasso drill uppercut, or lasso uppercut. Oh, light screen pushes Lucida back, who gets a sword spin, takes Wonder Woman out of the air. Damn brilliant bounce back performance from Lucida here in round 3. Coming back hard on Wonder Woman, clinching it 2-1. Sheesh. She recovered quickly from her loss, let me tell you. As I remember her facing off against Rob, and that was a pretty interesting matchup too. And Lucida didn't let this Wonder Woman win slide away. Good for her. And Lucida finally giving the Fire Emblem camp a nice boost of momentum. So here's hoping Lindis and Tiki could build on it later too, if they're actually up in this episode, and I think they might be. So yeah, good job, Lucida. Hopefully you can get another win later. I think we'll be seeing her one more time in the 90s. So yep, a strong start for episode 83. Let's hope the next singles set will top this one perhaps. And be right back as I set it up. Gonna drink some ice cold Pepsi and then we'll continue on. BRB, folks. Howdy, peeps! The TK is back and ready to roll with the punches and kicks coming from the anime cuties in this single set. Non-Buri's Renji Miyachi has been a tidy tyke of terror for every opponent she has come across, but sadly lacks the W's to really hit that fact home. Her small stature could help her against the Vocaloid Vixen and Hatsune Miku. Plus, she has the specials to match her, so if she can land a victory on the Hall of Famer, she'll have a major for the ages. Whose singing will tear down the house more? Random stage, give us the news. Hope you all enjoy. This could be a breakout win for Renji if she can somehow overcome the menacing Miku. Renji Miyachi, Hatsune Miku on the loading elevator stage. Engage, here we go! I see Miku starts with a big energy jump kick, misses the leak uppercut, gets a dive kick. Looks like Renji blocks counter attacks with a sweep kick following that dashing tackle. Let's see how Miku trying to go for the dashing leak. Renji counters her with a body tackle, spams the airplane, blocks that Miku leak shot, aura burst, catching Renji nicely. Now Miku going for the pink energy music notes. Looks like Renji trying to block most of that and the sword striker summon. And Miku still going crazy with the music notes. Renji countering. Nice dive tackle. Now Renji going for a special. Blocks the music note for Miku and counter attacks the dashing leak attempt. As Miku tries to get in, goes for a doll rain. Catches her with the leak strike there. And a pink energy jump kick catching Renji there. Oh, missed the Miku doll rain. Renji counter attacking with that cartwheel. Rapid leak chance for Miku. Blocks the airplane, goes for the doll rain. Following the pink energy jump kick. Now Miku bringing it back on Renji hardcore here. Pink energy jump kick. Renji getting slammed. Goes for a sweep kick now. Now we'll see Renji go for her music note spam herself, ends up hammering Miku in the corner, juggling her. Man, both vocalists really hammering each other with all they got. Man, the pink energy, the rainbow music notes, I should say, from Renji juggling Miku continuously in the corner and doing a little bit of damage with each hit. And Renji continuing to shower Miku with some fists following that. Link uppercut, like Miku missed the front of it. Blocks the fire leak. Renji counters with a nice punch. Now goes for some airplane spam. Oh, electric leak, crazy Renji. Right into the dashing leak strike. There she goes. Man, Miku nearly bringing it back on Renji. Well, actually, does bring it back on Renji in round 1. Round 2, come on, Renji, forced to a 3. Oh boy, looks like that Rin summon came out following the pink energy music note special from Miku. Man, Renji getting juggled pretty hard. Obviously blocks the leak missile attempt, but gets caught by the pink energy jump kick. Renji blocks that leak missile, blocks the dashing leak, counter attacks with a nice punch string into the dashing tackle on Miku. Now tries to go for a body splash. Renji going for a special chain. Oh, goes for her rainbow music notes, ends up juggling Miku, and that might do some decent damage. Miku continually getting juggled in the corner, and Renji trying to give Miku everything she has. The green energy shield is up, blocking some of the music notes, and Miku trying to slowly regain her health a little bit too. Music notes disrupting that process. Now Renji goes to miss the tackle, now goes for another special. I think she summoned nope. No, I thought it was the candy shot counter, but no. Renji gets a grab into a counter punch. Airplane spam from Renji, who gets a dashing fist through on Miku. Does the leak missile slamming Renji back, and Renji blocks that leak missile, blocks the leak strike, gets a nice counter punch, throws off an airplane, goes for a reversal. Man, Renji slowly bringing it back, but no, Miku cuts her down with the dashing leak strike. Well, Renji gave her a lot more resistance than I thought, but Miku clearly still had the edge with her vast array of specials and range. 2-0. Well, can't get down too hard on Renji. She drew a very, very nasty opponent here for this weekend. She did everything she could, and she held her own for a while. And even in round 2, it wasn't a bad outing either. Got Miku below half. And not many opponents could do that. Well, hopefully Renji will dig her way out of the ditch and come back with a win next weekend. Or, not next weekend, somewhere in the 90s where her next match will be, more than likely. And Miku continuing to show why she is a true Hall of Famer. Those rapid leak jabs, the leak uppercut, the pink energy jump kick, the pink music notes, the Miku doll rain, that giant Miku leak special, whatever you call it, the polka, whatever, I don't know the name of it, I forgot. And Miku has a vast array of strikers to help her out too. So it's a tall order bringing someone like her down. And the fact that Renji nearly got it done is amazing. So yeah, not a bad round for singles this week. I mean, 1 round 3 and a pretty back and forth round, 2-round set. So yeah. Alrighty, folks, gonna prep double set number 1. Don't know what awaits us there, but should be fun to find out. Be right back as I get it going. I is backs, and now it's time to wind up the EP83 doubles and let them loose. We just saw Lucida in 1v1 action earlier. Now Fire Emblem's Lindis and Tiki will attempt to slice up Team Yukio for another much-needed win. They recently made deli meat out of the morons Beavis and Butthead, which is a good start. Can they keep their blades slick and sharp enough to tear through the special spam of Yugi and DMG? Random stage, tell us the verdict. Hope you all enjoy. Yugi and DMG, this could be your last gasp for fresh air. I suggest you snag this one if you want to survive. Team Fire Emblem, Team Yukio, on the Sinnoh Castle distance stage, engage, here we go! Alright, Lindis gets intercepted by a cartwheel from Dark Fishing Girl, Yugi hanging back with his card spam, as he like Tiki blocking with the light screen, following Lindis' sword strike. Now a bow shot from Lindis, as she tries to get in, but the card summon intercepts her. Now Tiki trying to roll in, gets knocked down, and Lindis trying to fire away with the long-range sword barrage. DMG slammed back, oh man, Yugi getting sandwiched. Oh, Lindis lands her big super sword special, ends up catching Dark Fishing Girl with it too, following Tiki's little swipe, and DMG back to the corner. Yugi getting carved into. Lindis just butchering him. Oh, DMG firing off energy spears to the backside of Tiki. Tiki throwing up the light screen. Lindis carving into Yugi. Man, Lindis getting pounded back. Oh man, the card spam nearly has her dead, and Lindis managing to hack Dark Fishing Girl back until Lindis unloads a bow shot. Oh, Lindis getting in on Yugi. There he goes, and Dark Fishing Girl nearly down. And now a big bow strike. There goes DMG, and God. Lindis and Tiki both barely hanging on by the skin of their teeth in round 1. Round 2, Yugi and DMG, let's see if they can push back just as hard. Alright, see, hopefully, what was that? A March summon coming out, hitting DMG and Yugi. Now Lindis cutting them both off, forcing them to the corner. Tiki throwing up her light screen, summons a Pegasus. Oh boy, now Pegasus dives in. Now Armored Knight summon from Tiki, following Lindis' rapid flip kicks into the jumping sword strike. Man, Lindis catching him on the ground, Tiki attacking from the air. And now DMG using the energy spheres to pull Lindis away, but to no avail, not really helping. Lindis slashing her around. Pressing up, Yugi's card spam getting deflected by the Armored Knight. Swords revealing legs like DMG down. Yugi the only one left here. This is bad. And Yugi in a bad way, trying to drill through the Armored Knight. Pegasus summon, and now Lindis with her bow and arrow. There goes Yugi. And a way more commanding performance here from Fire Emblem, as they managed to seal it up 2-0. Boy, they were literally hanging on by their fingernails in round 1, and then they come back with a much more dominant performance here in round 2. So nice to see Fire Emblem clinch another win, because they need it. And dissecting Yugi and DMG, good way to do it. So hooray for Fire Emblem for getting some semblance of momentum back in their court. Now the question is, can they hang on to it for their last set later this season? I hope they can. And Yugi and DMG, they might be on their way out after Season 2. It's looking that way, because they just are not finding any sort of momentum whatsoever. Alrighty, folks, maybe the next double set will bring it to our doorstep. I can only hope. Anyways, gonna get a sip of soda, ice cold to be precise. My throat is burning. It needs to be soothed. Be right back in a few, folks. Alrighty, Roo! The next dub set we shall do! Yeesh! Team MD CSS and Deathstroke and Punisher, after having a pretty sick standoff with Asura, Blades, Leon, and Lightning, must now contend with a full-screen flood of energy with the Toho's Moku and Nidori. I hope their mindset is in a better place after having lost to Team Zelda's Dark Lake and Ganondorf in a devastating 2-0. Not only that, D and P are building off a major win and are quickly becoming a top-tier threat in 2v2. Decimating the elemental terrors would only cement that fact further. With that being said, let's haul ass to a random stage. Hope you all enjoy. Moku and Nidori, anything less than your A+ game could spell disaster for you against the MDC Assassins. MDC Assassins! The Tohos! On the blue portal stage, this should be sick. Engage, here we go! Alright, Punisher races in, auto shotgun, is knocked out of his juggle, as he goes for the automated rifle, now Deathstroke holding up the front with his jabs, pounding Moku and Nidori back from the X-handle, now a big super fist chain on Nidori, Punisher hanging back with the automated rifle, sweep kicks from Deathstroke, stalling Punisher's aerial, Nidori caught out of the arrow, Moku slammed to her death, and the X-handle, following Punisher's dash attack. Damn!
Consider yourself
almost a flawless, ladies and gents, in round 1. That is amazing on the Tohos. Round 2, let's see if Moku and Nidori can come back with some dignity here. Oh, Nidori going for the bubble rain here and a flame ball from Moku. Now Moku trying to get in on Deathstroke is blocking. A Punisher cut out of his gunshot. Moku trying to get in. Now only Deathstroke manages to land a super fist on the Tohos. They got himself in a precarious position. Punisher aiding him with the automatic rifle. Oh, Nidori caught out of her special. Deathstroke staying space with the daggers falling. Punisher automatic machine gun. There goes Miku. And now Nidori getting eaten up here. Now Punisher rolling in. Oh, ends up knifing her in the face. Deathstroke blocking the water orbs. Punisher getting hit back some. And now Nidori trying to get in with the bubble cannon. Punisher just laying into her with the fist. Oh man, Deathstroke with some fists holding up the front as Punisher gets lined up.
Consider yourself.
Sheesh! And they do about as good, almost, in round 2. Toho's gave them a little more resistance, but still far from enough to take a round off the TMD CSS as they seize this 2-0. Man. Whoo boy! Not much to really be said here. And Linus and Tiki managed a 2-0, and now Deathstroke and Punisher. Well, believe it or not, Deathstroke and Punisher's 2-0 is definitely bigger. Against the Tohos, I mean, come on. Usually they're good enough to force 3s, and they didn't this time. Goes to show you how boss the MDC Assassins are together. Their chemistry cannot be denied. And they're apparently not going to be denied this win either. Well, maybe we could challenge them a little later with an episode 90 appearance. Or hell, they might have done good enough to earn themselves a spot in Ep 100. So, only time will tell. And Miku and Nidori, hopefully they could get a win later in the 90s. I think they have one more appearance there. So it's still not too late for them to end their season on a positive note. Yeah, sadly, no two 1s for doubles this weekend. I think that's 2 weekends in a row now. Oh well, maybe Ep 84 will give it to us, eh? Alrighty, folks, stay tuned as I prepare our big 3v3 main event of episode 83. Maybe this one will give us a 3, hopefully. Be right back as I set it up all. Ladies and gents, the episode 83 3v3 main event is here, so let's make some noise. First up in the left corner, we have Team Littlebusters, Rin, Cood, and Seiya. Darkstalkers really got maimed horribly by these gals in gray. But the Goliaths in the right corner, Team Gundams, Heavy Arms, Sandrock, and Shenlong, are looking to avoid that same fate with their superior armor and ranged firepower. The Mechanical Monsters even have a speed record 7-second round 1 win over the Virtual Fighters. LB will need to avoid getting swept-locked, and considering what I have seen these ladies do, they have the tools to dodge that trap. Who will take home another prestigious 3v3 win for their resume? Random stage, decide that fate now. Hope you all enjoy. I expect nothing but sheer insanity out of these 6 in that WWF Raw's War ring, which I know we're going to. Busters, the Gundams, episode 83 3v3 main event, engage, here we go. Let's start off the baseball throw right to that uppercut. Now Ku trying to hold front, Heavy Arms blocking. Sandrock pushed to the corner. Ku trying to attack from the air. Sandrock missed his aerial. Rin trying to block. Ku attacking, ends up hitting Heavy Arms with the energy tackle, the flame tackle. Damn, there's a big damage to him. Now Rin gets an explosive baseball right into Seiya's explosive trap. Ends up hitting Shenlong. I think Shenlong is down. Heavy Arms and Sandrock getting juggled a bit here. Now Ku getting behind Heavy Arms. Sandrock down already. Heavy Arms kicked to oblivion by Rin. Right into Ku's explosive. Damn! That was a vicious round 1. Littlebuster securing that safety net. Now could the Gundams blow it away in round 2 and push it to a 3? We'll see. So an uppercut from Sandrock, who's staying with his automatic gun from afar. Now Heavy Arms hold up the front. Shenlong trying to spam that kick block. Now see how Rin hit the ground hard. Now Sandrock with a diving kick. Seiya trying to get her traps off. Oh, big explosive wave from Heavy Arms gun. Rin trying to attack with her cats. And Ku trying to get through. Flame wave from Shenlong. Oh man, it's like the Littlebuster's knocked out of the air. The Ku trying to hold up the front. Attacking all the Gundams. Throws Sandrock up into the air. Heavy Arms off. And Rin barely hanging on. Oh, it was like Rin is down now. And I think Seiya's down too. Sandrock and Shenlong trying to get all over Ku in the corner. Ku knocks Sandrock to the other side. And see, Shenlong missed his spear shot. Ku tosses him up in the air. Nearly has him. Oh, Sandrock just grabbing Ku by the head. Throws her to the canvas. Damn. Had a hard time following that. Anyways, Gundams take round 2. Round 3, here we go. Oh man, Littlebuster sandwiching Shenlong Gundam as he tries to get the sweep block going. Oh, Seiya got knocked out of her trap special. Oh boy, all the LPs getting reaped in the corner here. This not a... now Rin breaking it up. Forcing the Gundams away here. That could be good. Now Ku trying to hold Rin. Fat Cat summoned from Rin, who's spamming the baseballs. As the Seiya getting her explosive traps. Fat Cat summoned from Littlebusters. Sandrock nearly off here. Ku trying to jump in. Oh, see how Ku was like... Oh, Sandrock got thrown across the ring. Shenlong dead. Energy drill from Seiya takes out Heavy Arms. And LB manages to successfully fight out of the corner. And they avoid that sweep block, bring it back, take the round 3, and get the match 2-1. Holy hell in a handbasket. That was quite the comeback mounted by Renji and Seiya here. A well-earned 3v3 victory for them. Beating the Gundams, never easy. And these Key girls continue to show their stuff. Whether it's Cannon, Air, Little Busters, hell, even Clannad are making a bit of a comeback. Even though they struggled for a while there. So, it's looking pretty good here for these Adamu girls. They're just wrecking face. And unfortunately, the Gundams left to upgrade their equipment after this one. Sheesh. Although they nearly had round 3 in their grasp, but once Rin caused that separation with their cats, backed the Gundams off, allowed Kud and Seiya to breathe with their specials, and they pulled it back. Alrighty, folks, hope you all enjoyed Ep 83 and everything that it had to offer. Stay tuned for episode 84 next weekend. Man, we are slowly climbing our way towards the 90s and our second gauntlet. And, of course, the big episode 100 special, can't forget that. So, yeah, with that being said, I'll see you soon for Ep 84. Until then, peace, frigate out, all!